Welcome to Would You Rather with Big Mike and the boys. I'm Big Mike, and here are some boys. Tony and Liam, say hi.
Hey,
How you doing, Mike?
How are things with you lads? You having a nice time there?
Oh, yeah.
The nicest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How are your presidential jobs going from last week?
Yeah. They're going anyway. Something's moving.
Yeah.
We're getting traction, you know. As they say in the...
Any promotion in the works?
Yeah. You know what they say in the business, like...
Tony, do you actually remember speaking about presidents last week?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Oh, Christ.
So, I always get you with the hard-hitting questions, but another time you might get hit with hard-hitting questions is in a job interview. Have you done a lot of job interviews in your lives?
I don't think I've ever had a real job interview.
Like a real job interview? Nah. No, I don't think I've ever really had a real job interview.
Oh.
Like a real career job interview.
Well, you're going to get some practice today.
What? I just got really sweaty.
So,
Like my hands. Oh.
I'm going to ask you what is commonly considered the toughest question to answer in an interview.
I already feckin' can tell probably what that's going to be, but yeah, okay.
I don't know. Go on.
So let's role play a bit. Let's say I'm the boss at a plumbing company, and you wanna come work for me. And I'll start with you, Tony, first.
Yeah.
So Tony, what would you say is your greatest weakness?
My greatest weakness? That I'd be more of a Mario, not a Luigi.
I don't understand the reference. Can you
Plumbing.
explain?
Plumbing. They're plumbers.
Are they well-known plumbers? Did they work for the last plumbing company that you worked for?
Yeah. They're very well-known plumbers. They
And what's-
mainly work out of Asia and stuff, but...
Out of Asia?
Mm.
Are they have interesting names? And what's their surname? Is it Asian or is it Italian?
Interesting names. I don't know what the surname is.
Surname is Mario.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, I don't know those two lads, so what would be your actual greatest weakness, do you think?
My greatest weakness. That is a tough question, like, Jesus Christ. I don't know. I'm too smart for my own good.
You're too fucking not hired for your own good, lad.
Didn't want a job anyway.
And obviously, Liam, this could be your step into the world of sewerage tank inspection. So you got to be pretty careful here. But what would you say is your greatest weakness?
I probably have to say I'm just too vigilant when it comes to the levels of shit in storage tanks.
So, like, you'd be checking them too often, would you? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, no, I'll only do it as often as you need me to do it, but...
Would you have to check the levels?
What else would you be doing?
Or would you be checking, like, pH levels?
The acidity?
Yeah.
Is that what pH means? Poo heat levels?
Fucking hell.
Yeah. How did you become boss? I'm flipping the interview. How did you become boss of this company? You didn't even know who Mario and Luigi were.
Yeah.
I won the lottery.
In the world.
I was frozen in time for 70 years, and I won the lotto. I won the lotto because I asked my genie to get me the winning lotto numbers.
No, I don't want this job.
No, it's the purge tomorrow anyway, so you need the money.
For what?
Purging items.
What do you need money for going into the purge?
Board up your fucking house, lad.
Board up your daughters.
So, Jesus. So for everyone listening, I have the correct answer to this question. So, as well as being Would You Rather with Big Mike and the boys, it's now interview tips with Big Mike and the boys.
Oh, yeah.
So what you do is you say that your greatest weakness is something that's nothing to do with the job and really inoffensive. So like in the plumbing job, you would say, my greatest weakness is that I'm quite bad at public speaking. Like, I'm okay with just a few people, but a group of 10 or more, and I'm not very good. But I'm really working on it. I'm working on my confidence with that.
But that would be lying. I can do public speaking.
Public dancing, you could say.
Well,
Yeah,
he's the
no.
best at that.
Well, like, I don't like to do it in public because then the paparazzi be after me, you know.
Tony, you said that's lying, but did you actually think you're more of a Mario than a Luigi then? Or was that the truth?
No, I'd be more of a Bowser.
Just always looking for a scrap.
Yeah, I could see that.
Always robbing the princess, like.
Lock up your daughters.
Right, so how do you guys feel like you learned something today?
No.
And you're more prepared to go into an interview now?
No.
Good.
I can't wait for my next interview. I'm just going to apply for interviews and just for fun.
Plumbing companies?
Who knows? You know, the world's my oyster.
Right. We'll have some follow up with this next week with Tony then. So are you ready to get into it? Our first Would You Rather of the week?
Go on, sure.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a good one or a shit one? What do you think?
I don't know. You tell us.
Better be better than the last one of last week, I'll tell you that.
On the way down. Okay, let's get into it. Would you rather live in a treehouse or live in an underground bunker?
What kind of treehouse, like? Like one you have when you're a kid, just one room, like Bart Simpson style, or what?
About twice the size of Bart Simpson. Somewhere between Bart Simpson and Tarzan.
Twice the size of Bart Simpson. Bart Simpson's pretty small.
4 times the size of Bart Simpson's.
Oh, his Simpsons.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
said
hear
that
the
the first time as well.
So I was like, what? Why do you have a treehouse the size of Bart Simpson? What a weird measurement. I'll have that 3 Barts, please. 3 Barts.
Spiky bit in the corner, like.
Is his full name Bartholomew?
Don't know.
Bartholomew J. Simpson, I think.
And how high would this treehouse be? Like,
Yeah.
how high up are we?
You'd have to climb to it. So let's say 13 feet. The floor is.
That's reasonable. All right. I won't die being up there, like.
And how, like, is it like a sturdy ladder, or is it a rope ladder, or is it stairs?
It's kind of like wood nailed to a tree.
Oh, okay.
Can I have a fireman's pole?
Inside, but not all the way down.
What?
What? So like,
Just let you
like
drop
a lap
off?
dancing pole, like.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, I thought it would be like, 4 foot from the ground.
Yeah.
You just have to drop off the bottom.
No.
Most useless fireman's pole ever, like.
So a pole dancing pole inside, like that's optional. Surely I don't want that. Like,
And in this bunker, is there lots of food supplies? Like, can we leave the bunker?
You can leave the bunker, yeah, you just live there.
yeah.
All right.
So it's not like the world hasn't ended and you're not just living in like a
No.
How would
fallout bunker. or
How would the
whatever.
toilet work in a treehouse?
You need a little porta potty like on the ground.
I'm not cleaning that.
Will you hire a company? I don't know.
There's plumbing. There's just a pipe going. We're talking about plumbing again here, lads. There's a pipe going down to the ground.
Okay. So it's just plumbed in normally.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't even have a front door bell.
A front door bell.
Yeah.
That's what you're worried about.
Yeah. You know, when someone's at the door, how are they going to let you know?
Why couldn't you have a doorbell?
I don't know. 'Cause no one's going to climb up a ladder to ring a doorbell.
Tony, why do you think you're going to have a door?
What?
Oh, do you get in the side or do you have to come up through the floor?
It's a good question. I was thinking the side, but I like up through the floor better. I'm going to go with the floor.
And is it like a hatch?
Dangerous.
No, it's just a hole.
Just a hole.
That's
But
very
that's
dangerous.
dangerous for sleeping and rolling over.
Yeah, well, it's not that big a hole.
It's a hazard, like. It doesn't matter if it's not a big hole. I'd still manage to fall down it. One thing I'm good at is doing the impossible, okay? With things like this.
It's your biggest weakness.
Yeah. Sounds very dangerous. What? And in this bunker, like, are we just storing loads of food and stuff as well?
Why?
I don't know.
But it's just a normal like house. Like,
Yeah, but if you have a bunker, you kind of feel like you'd have to, right?
I don't know.
You just feel obliged to, like.
But a bunker's just like living in a basement, no? How big is your house in the bunker? Is it just a normal size, or is it the same size as the treehouse?
I never thought you'd ask.
Oh.
It's about twice the size of the treehouse, so it's not huge either.
I mean, you wouldn't have to worry about neighbours. It'd be pretty nice.
Yeah.
Do you worry about your neighbours a lot, Tony?
It's, it'd be nice not to have neighbours around.
But like
Do
the
whatever you
treehouse in the
like.
winter, if you don't have a door, and like, is there windows or are they just holes as well?
Yeah, they're just holes.
So in the winter, it's fucking stupid. Be freezing. It's pretty stupid in the summer as well, but like, and do you have a kitchen? Do you have a bathroom? Like, do you have a fucking place to have a shower? Like, what's going on in this fucking treehouse?
You don't have a shower in either.
What?
Why?
You use the gym next door.
But I thought I had no neighbours.
You said that.
Oh, that's just awful. How does anyone live like that?
Like, I can imagine living in a basement. It's like the concrete house, but nicer. But the treehouse is just so impractical, like climbing up a stupid fucking bit of wood nailed to a tree every day
And
to
what
get in
about
and
all
out.
the birds that are pecking at your house?
I thought you were going to say head.
Well, that could happen as well once I fall out of the hole. Landing on me, pecking on me.
Yeah, but it'd be fun, like an adventure, wouldn't it? The other one would be like depressing, like you'd been kidnapped, like Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah, it would be a bit like that. But the treehouse is just like, what do you have in there? What can we have? Because you're telling us what we can't fucking have. So what do
can
we
you
have?
have in there? Like your stuff?
Yeah, but he said I can't have a fucking shower. So can I have a bed? Can I have a kitchen?
You can have a bed. You can have a stove.
A stove.
Well, you can have whatever you'd get in a treehouse. If you think you could install a full kitchen in a small treehouse, you do it.
You're such a prick.
Okay, so dishwasher then.
Yeah, dishwasher priority.
Yeah, priority's a dishwasher. Because you can wash your clothes at the same time, you know.
Mm-hmm. Tony's no fool.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody's no fool.
How did he not get that job? Like,
I know.
Tony, do you use rinse aid when you're washing your clothes in the dishwasher?
What's rinse aid?
take that as a no, Mike.
Tony, have you ever used a dishwasher?
I don't really use them when I have them, but they're also, I just like having them.
It's because you have a washing machine, you don't bother using them.
Yeah.
You know?
Like if I have a dishwasher, I don't use it, but I do feel the necessity to have it.
Right.
For anything else.
And if you lived in a treehouse, it is the most important possible thing.
Yeah, like I don't think I could live in it without a dishwasher.
Well, I suppose if you can't have a shower, you could just use a dishwasher, like.
That's true as well, actually. I don't know how you get out though.
Not sure how
So
I get
it'd be
in.
like it'd be a 2-man job, you know what I mean? You come over and need to have a shower, stick the dishwasher on.
I'm not going over there. I always get splinters on my hands.
Yeah, just ring the doorbell when you're outside.
They're ringing the doorbell, she's looking through the hole, being like, "Hello."
I'd definitely sleep in a hammock if I was in a treehouse.
Inside the
Instead of a
tree?
bed. Instead of a bed, just have a hammock.
That'd be practical.
To save floor space,
Mm-hmm.
or to stop falling out of the hole.
Both.
Actually, I didn't even think of that, but if I could have the hammock slightly outside of the actual treehouse, that'd be pretty cool as well.
Just attached to one of the walls on the side.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah. That'd be safer than a slight chance of falling down a hole. That would be safer. Like, definitely falling 14, 15 foot if you fell out the hammock. That'd be way better, yeah.
Yeah, but hammocks are safe, you know what I mean?
And like, at least you don't have to worry about the rain coming in through the holes in the wall or windows.
When you're already
You know, like it's just going to hit you straight. It's just going to get you soaked. Like, it's great. Tony, have you even thought this through?
But you can close it up. Some hammocks like close up.
Yeah, no, there's some really cool shit. For
Like
camping.
Body bag, is it?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Kinda
but-
like that, like a
but,
cocoon.
You know, a hammock.
A cocoon.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This bunker isn't much crack, like, it's just dark and dull. I know you can have lights in it, you know, whatever.
Put a disco ball in it.
You could.
That changes everything.
Right? There's just something pleasant in my head about thinking about in a bunker with a disco ball.
No other light, just one light shining off the disco ball.
That'd be pretty annoying as well. trying to cook dinner like with the disco ball going off. Like,
Wait, and we don't have a shower in there either.
No, just to make them even.
Oh, evenly shit.
Okay. Which would be better for a cozy night in?
Well, see, the treehouse could be good, like if there was like a storm.
Yeah.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? You'd be like kind of out in it, the rain would be bouncing off the roof, but you're still safe from it. Yeah.
it'd be pretty drippy though.
Why?
The treehouse, of course it would be.
Why don't you fix it?
little gaps like.
You can fix it.
Oh yeah, I can I? I can do that.
Okay, so which one would you like to have friends over?
Yeah, if you had friends over, it'd be so much better in the bunker because you could just,
Be just like a normal house, like.
it'd just be like rocking it. You'd be rocking it, It'd be like, come on into my bunker. This is my.
Yeah, you could have a good party up there and people could dance like a bit.
Yeah, with the disco ball that's already in there. You know what I mean?
I thought you were going to say treehouse. Okay, which would be better to raise kids in?
Probably the bunker again because the kids are gonna fall out that little hole in the tree.
That, yeah, it would be scary for a little baby over that little hole, like.
And
You know, learning to crawl and that, like.
Okay, if you lived in the treehouse, what kind of pet would you have?
monkey.
Okay, with a nice tail?
I'd probably have a giraffe.
So you can pet him.
Yeah.
When his head sticks up
His
through
head
the hole?
come in the window, yeah.
Oh, that could
Yeah.
be really annoying though.
Well, he could, like, I reckon, like, if you got one that was strong enough, he could lift you up there as well. And you could slide down his back.
Slide that he could be the fireman's pole.
Yeah.
Okay, and in the bunker, what pet would you have? I'm surprised neither we said bird in the treehouse. I thought
No,
bird
should
was
have been
not
loads of
good.
birds in a tree, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you wouldn't have to, like,
Have your own ones.
go out and get one.
You'd
Yeah.
already be friends with them. Okay, so in the bunker, we going for like some kind of mole?
And a snake.
Oh, you're rotten. Nah. I'd have a giraffe.
It's like a giraffe.
Poor fucking giraffe. The ceiling's only 5'10" high, like.
Maybe it's a baby giraffe.
Yeah, and once he grows up, I get rid of him. You're free now. Go live with Uncle Tony in the treehouse.
I'd probably have a honey badger in the treehouse.
Would you?
Yeah, but he can't go upstairs.
The treehouse not allowed.
He's like the defender. You know what I mean? When you're not there, because anyone can just come up into your little hole in the tree. So you need something around it.
Why do you think you'd be able to train honey badger? Where has this notion come from? Like?
I'd just leave a bit of honey by the tree and he wouldn't go away.
A bit of honey that would stick his feet to the ground, or because he'd eat it and then he'd like you?
I don't know. Like me and the lads were speaking there the other day, and they said they love honey. So
Tony and his clan of honey badgers, which is still seen as a reality. You're a fucking odd cunt.
So, are your minds made up, or?
Yeah, I think I do, man.
Okay, Tony, what are you thinking? What's your answer?
I'm gonna go with treehouse.
Okay, and why? Is it the honey badger part?
Just sounds fun. I like the idea of sleeping in a hammock. I mean, I could do it in a bunker, but
It's closer to Into the Wild as well, isn't it?
maybe. I've never heard of that movie.
How do you know it's a movie?
And Liam, what are you going for?
Yeah, me and Bart the giraffe are going to have a great time in the treehouse.
I want my elephant. So both the lads have gone for living in a treehouse, which is a bit weird because it's open to the elements. But let us know over on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Big Mike Pod. What would you rather? Would you rather run 10 miles every day or run a marathon every week?
What am I running in aid of?
In aid of nothing, you just have to run.
Yeah, or away from, or what? Like,
How far is 10 miles in kilometers? How far is 10 miles in kilometers?
5 miles is 8 kilometers, so 16.
16 kilometers a day?
Yeah.
It's doable.
For you,
Yeah. Or a full marathon.
every week.
It's only one day a week, though, isn't it?
What's a marathon? 26 miles?
42 kilometers.
Yeah, 42 kilometers. About 4 hours and 10, 20 minutes. Give or take.
So it's a bit less overall, but
You're not running necessarily in like a marathon race every week.
you're just running that far.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a marathon on, you can do it. But, there's not that many marathons on.
That's very nice of you. Let us be able to
Yeah.
do a marathon for once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt like he was going to say, and even if there's a marathon, you can't join in. You have to run.
Yeah.
You have to run the opposite way.
But
Oh no, like the 10 miles, you could run like a 5K as part of your 10 miles,
So you can break it up like.
It has to be 10 consecutive miles.
Okay.
You could just run up to the start line and keep running.
just keep running. Well, you'd be better off starting your run with that.
Yeah, you would. But if you won or whatever, you wouldn't be able to stop to get your prize. Be back in a couple hours, lads.
You run, don't you? You're like, you like it. You run for fun. Like,
Yeah, I like a good run.
not me.
Clears the old noggin.
How far would you run, Tony, in your average run?
I ran here from, like how I got to Prague is I ran from Ireland.
Consecutively.
Yeah.
How long did it take you?
I don't know. I just decided I wanted to run, and lots of people started following me and stuff. Yeah.
And did you? How many marathons did you run in the middle of it? Like, did you get involved in lots of marathons and win them and stuff?
No, I just ran past them.
Just ran past them really quicker than all of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I don't run like unless I'm being chased or I'm late for something.
Liam, you just run away from responsibility.
Look at him, the cunt.
Chuckling to himself.
Okay, go on. Sorry.
But I'm fast over short distance, but I'm not very good over long distance at any speed. But I don't really enjoy it. Like I don't see the fun in running. Like,
Love it.
crazy.
So, like, one of them is a lot less running, but it's all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it would be less. Of course, it would be.
Yeah. But then I suppose if you got into a routine of it, like if you had to do it, like it'd probably be great for me. Like I probably should be doing a bit of running.
Yeah.
But
Just get up before work and.
yeah. Sure, how long would it take you to do 10 miles then?
So for someone like me and you, Liam, it'll be about 3 hours.
Hey, don't fucking bungle me into that fucking category, what?
Maybe an hour and 10 minutes, maybe an hour and 20.
You'd do it in that. And what did you say? The likes of us would do it in, Mike, huh?
Well, I was running every day for a good few months, and I was doing 5 miles in an hour and 20 if I was doing well. So 10 miles would take me at least double that.
Right.
So now I used to run to work most days, and that would take that was 13, and I'd get it done in about 45, 50 minutes. 13 kilometers.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus. So what? It would take me about 2.5 hours
Yeah, but
every day to do that.
I was running a lot then. If I was to run now, I probably wouldn't make it.
So you got to assume it'll take over 2 hours every day until you get really good.
Yeah.
Probably quite a bit over 2 hours. And obviously, if you hurt yourself, you got to run every day. It's going to be hard to recover.
Yeah,
Jeez.
there's no recovery day. It's 7 days a
Still
week.
got to do it. What if you lose a leg?
Gotta do it, man.
Got to do it. Got to run.
It wouldn't really be running then, would it? Be hopping.
Just
Gotta-
covering that.
gotta
Yeah,
run.
and when you say run, like, like Tony's idea of running might be very different to my idea of running.
You run or jog. You gotta not be
It's
walking.
gotta be more than a walk.
Yeah.
That's not running then, like.
What?
Jogging is slow running.
Yeah. Or fast walking, am I right?
Way.
Right. And with the marathon, like you say, you can join in a marathon. You can raise the money for charities and you can do all that crack.
I mean, you could do that anyway. So
I mean, but if you have to do it once a week, you should be doing it for some cause. Like,
I'm not going to stop you doing it. Like,
okay,
Oh, yeah? He's very nice this week.
You could just raise money if you wanted for charity anyway, you know.
Yeah, but I'm not being forced to run now.
Be handy though if you're running all that time. Like you could just. I don't know.
Yeah, you'd be doing it on the side. That's what I mean. I don't mean
You
like.
could just like run away from things as well.
Well, that's the only
From
reason
people
I do
that
run now.
I think
grab steal someone's, I don't know, handbag or
running
something.
from
and
the
go on.
pole.
When you'd be really
never
good at
catch
getting
it.
away.
They'll never
and
catch it.
Fastest kid alive.
Yeah.
Would you ever do any extra running?
Extra running again, you wouldn't need to, would you? If you're doing the full stint, like the full marathon, you'd probably want to run in between it.
Yeah, you probably need to.
You'd need to, like, because
10 miles
that
or
would
something.
be mighty tough.
Chances are, if I was running 10 miles a day, I'd probably have to do some extra running because I'd be fucking late for everything. If I'm taking fucking 2.5 hours out of my day already, I'm going to be running late for things. I don't know. I'm actually tired thinking about it. Would you believe that?
I'm out of breath.
Well, you've got to do it now for the charities. You've just promised them all the money.
Nah, I ain't doing it though. Not unless I'm forced.
Am I the charity? Can I be the charity?
No. So, today's Monday, obviously. It's always Monday on the pod. Welcome to the podcast where it's always Monday. And so you'll be doing the marathon on a Sunday every week. So would it factor in how much you wanted to have to run tomorrow? You know, if you really didn't feel like you wanted to run tomorrow, would you pick the marathon one? Because that would mean you didn't have to run till Sunday.
Yeah. But like I said, you'd have to run in between because otherwise you'd never be able to do that marathon. You'd die every time you do it.
The first marathon wouldn't be too easy.
No, of course it wouldn't.
But if you weren't training in between, none of them would be easy, would they?
No. Well, you would eventually get used to it, but you'd take a long time. Do you think your feet? Either way, your feet are just not going to be your friend. Serious bunions going on.
Surely there's a lot of, well, maybe not every day. I was going to say surely there's a lot of people that run 10 miles every day.
I'd say there are.
Yeah.
Every single day though, you know, but at least they can give themselves a day off if they want, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And if they hurt their ankle, they can. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where the problem
Oh, what if we're sick?
Yeah, got the flu.
Yeah, what if you got the black lung?
Yeah. From living in that bunker.
Yeah. Damn bunker.
And even every Christmas day you'd have to run.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, you know, there's fucking
Even
a lot
when
of
you're
days there where you
hungover.
just don't have time. Like, you just don't have time.
Yeah.
You know, days aren't long enough sometimes for me anyway. And
To add in an extra 2 hours of running.
fucking 2.5 hours of fucking running, like something I'm
You
not
wanna
even
make-
enjoying. Like,
How are you going to fit in all this charity work you're doing now, you know?
exactly. I'm almost as charitable as Big Mike now.
Oh, I don't know. I give away a lot on this podcast.
You haven't given away it.
My time, my effort,
Oh, fuck off.
my respect sometimes.
Respect isn't earned, it's given away.
Some of us aren't born with respect. We have it thrust upon us.
I don't know. If you have enough money, you can buy respect.
And would you make a lot of money from the running? Would you lose a lot of money on shoes?
Well, you could just make up a charity, couldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, you
No, that's
definitely
dishonest,
would
right?
need a lot of shoes, like 100%.
Would you get a different pair of shoes for every day of the week so you had time to dry them if they got wet?
I don't even do that now for anything else. Like, I would never do that. I'd probably have the one pair of shoes that would be falling apart for months instead of running.
But you know, one day if you wake up and the shoes have fallen apart, you're just running in bare feet.
It's better for you. It's what God intended, right?
And you know they're running. Can you run anywhere you like?
I'm going to say yeah, but I'm going to ask you to elaborate.
Well, I mean, like, could I just run around a park in the grass?
You can't just run around in a circle.
Well, I'm not going to run
You
around in a
wouldn't
circle.
want to do that
but-
anyway for how far you're running.
You have to run at least half a mile in each direction.
What, south, west and east and north?
And northeast.
So that's a circle, yeah. Yeah, well, you could find an open enough grassy place. That's what I'm thinking, because like I hate running. It's less bad on grass or sand.
On sand? Jeez, you wouldn't want to be running on a beach that far on sand. You're mad. That'd be horrible.
On your bare feet?
That'd be terrible.
It's tough to run on sand. Like,
Yeah.
for half a mile it'd be tough enough.
Like solid sand, it's nice.
They did do it in Rocky, though. Rocky Tree.
The musical.
Rocky Tree the musical.
Would you run up steps for 10 miles?
No.
Dear God, no.
Well, Rocky did
It's
it.
so hard.
I'd run downhill.
Not 10 miles.
Ooh, could I run downhill for 10 miles if I found such a road?
Why not? Yeah.
That would be really bad for your knees.
Yeah,
running
it's
like that.
it's
Sure, it's
not
all
it's
bad
not
for
nice
you.
running downhill. It's
Yeah.
sore. It's actually
But
easier
not
running
too
uphill.
steep. It's not easier running uphill.
I've done the maths. It is.
Well, you haven't done the maths for me.
No, sorry.
I'd contact Usain Bolt.
Why?
I don't know.
Just have chat like.
Yeah, just be like, here, look, I'm running lots.
I heard you did the same.
You did that. What's the crack?
And he's like, I ran like 100 meters, so I know nothing about 10 miles. He's like, my tip is run really fast for a short amount of time and then stop.
That's what I'm good at. I'd take his advice.
I feel like this is a Proclaimers song, this question.
And I would run a marathon every Sunday. And I would run 10 miles every day.
What's the name of that song?
I'm gonna be.
Very good.
Very good.
I always think it's 500.
I always think it's making my way downtown, walking fast.
And I'm homebound.
Anyway.
And I miss you. So, have we got an answer? Do you think you know?
I don't really. I hate both of them. I'll run a marathon once a week.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, easy.
Go on, Tony.
Marathon once a week.
All right, well, both the lads went for a marathon once a week. But let us know over on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Big Mike Pod. What would you rather? Would you rather find out that you're a robot or find out that you're an alien?
What do you mean find out?
Basically, it's like in a movie, you get hit by a car, you're rushed into hospital. They peel back the skin to do an operation, and they're either finding mechanical parts or they're finding like green, slimy ooze. And your parents knew what you were when they took you in and they raised you as a human.
Bastards.
I'm not talking to them anymore.
Ever again.
Yeah, that's it. You hear me?
Yeah. You hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, parents. Or whatever you are.
They're still parents. To you, that's a weird one.
Well, you know what's funny? Like, I think if you're a robot, someone else has made you. Like, you know what I mean? So you're a product of somebody else in a weird way. I know you kind of always are, but like.
So, but are we AI or are we like programmed? Everything's programmed in. Every thought we've had, every fucking dream,
AI.
everything is. Okay.
You work out that you think you were pretty programmed when you were younger, but you kind of evolved and you grew out of it.
Okay.
But you'd be kind of like somebody's project, you know what I mean? Like you're somebody's idea, like instead of actually just being yourself. I think it'd be a lot harder to come to grips with being a robot than an alien.
And what, like alien? So you're just like, is this like a skin you have? Like, can I shed this and I'm a different type of alien underneath, or is this just how the alien race looks? I just have green goo for blood or what?
So here's the thing. You never find out how you came to be either way.
What?
So you know that your parents knew and that your parents adopted you. And that's all they'll tell you.
But they don't know anything else.
No, they know you're a robot or they know you're an alien.
Yeah, but they don't know how I came to be either.
Oh, they do. They know how they adopted.
Well, then I'd get it out of them.
Yeah. I tied him up.
Yeah, for sure.
It's getting dark.
Well, yeah. You've made it dark. Like, we didn't do this. You did this.
Well, they're torturing us.
They're not torturing you. You're torturing
Well, they
them.
are psychologically
They are.
torturing us.
They are. I'm not happy with them. Like,
No, I'm pretty angry.
I'm gonna lock them in the bunker and just until they tell me they're not coming out.
Right, lads. I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm gonna have to kill them off.
What?
What?
You're a fucking piece of shit. Drunk on power, killing our parents.
I'm sorry, lads.
Did we kill them because they didn't tell us? Death by honey badgers.
No, they kind of basically, you're like, they cut your stomach and they're like, what the fuck? Either metal or slime. And then you turn to your parents because they were in the car with you. You say, what? And they say, we wanted to tell you, son. And then they're gone. But they cut them up and they were human, totally human.
The weirdest part about that story is both my parents were in the same car.
Oh man,
that's hilarious.
No, it was your dad that crashed into you.
All right, okay, let's get past that. So they're dead. Our parents are dead, but they knew they were our only link to our past.
Being an alien would be pretty cool.
But
like,
why?
You definitely I don't know.
You mightn't have any powers or anything. You won't be able to do anything.
You just, you're that individual here on Earth, and wouldn't it be like, yeah, but I am what I am, you know? How do you guys feel about it?
What would affect your life more? Knowing that you're not naturally part of the human race, or knowing that someone did create you and you could be programmed?
I would prefer to not be a part of the human race. I think the idea of someone programming me would be, I don't know, it's kind of someone else's idea, you know what I mean? I don't like the idea of that.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Like, I don't know, like, you know, when you're an alien, like, you'll be like, oh, I gotta go and find, my home planet, and I've gotta fucking find where I came from, and the people, like, are the aliens that fucking left me here. Why did they leave me here? Where did I come from?
Yeah, that's the other thing. You'd have dying to...
Yeah, you'd have a fucking good bit of excitement. Whereas,
would that be exciting, or would it be, like, stressful and maybe scary?
Well, it'd be stressful and scary, but either way, it's stressful and scary.
So, either way, you'd be looking for your creator, would you?
I guess so. But I'd be fucking afraid that I'm a robot, that I could just be switched off. Like that there's a fucking button somewhere.
Lightning storm, thunderstorm, you're fucked, buddy.
Yeah.
What if when you're the alien, like, you might think, oh shit, they might have sent me down as a beacon to them, you know? And as soon as the human race starts catching some disease, they might swoop down while we're weak.
It'd be this year if it was, then.
Well, if you're a robot as well, you could kind of just live forever, couldn't you?
Well, you don't know. You've aged so far.
Yeah.
That's some futuristic shit you're talking there, Mike.
It's the thing. All you know is that your body is made of metal inside, and that your parents knew.
But they're dead now. Thanks, Mike.
But I mean, like, you've been pooing all these years. You know, you've been eating all these years.
Just little nuts and bolts.
I don't know, Tony. I don't know. I haven't checked after you.
And oil is like WD-40 is P.
I think you should go to the doctor, like car crash or not, Tony. Some things that need to be checked out there.
Yeah, don't be waiting around for a car crash, Tom.
Oh, yeah.
If we can give any advice today, apart from the job interview advice, it would be: don't wait around for a car crash.
For what? Do you want to say that again?
A quack
Do you
quack?
want to say that again?
Don't wait around for a car crash.
Good advice.
Right?
Quack quash.
Quack, quack. I have a speech impediment, alright, Tony?
No, you don't.
And I don't need you and all the little cronies out there picking on me.
You just killed his parents. You shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Tony, I'm sorry about your parents.
You killed my parents in a quack quash.
Anyway, go to the doctor if you don't feel well. Right.
Yeah.
Would you start acting and thinking differently?
100%.
100%. You definitely feel like such an outsider, like.
Even though no one would treat you like an outsider.
Why wouldn't they?
They give you that look, you know, when people give you that look like, oh, you're alright. It'd be like that all the time.
Looking down on you, look.
Oh, look, they found out. Oh, there's Alien Boy.
Yeah.
Is he alright?
They
give him that face.
Yeah.
Is he alright?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Robot Boy. Jeez, yeah.
Did you hear about Tony? He's a cyborg now.
Gee, Tony was a cyborg. Yeah, Papa Geppetto made him. Yeah.
Who's this person? How do they know where you came from?
It turns out that person just died in a quack crash. So you can't ask them any more about that.
Okay.
Damn quack crashes.
Too many quads, that's the problem.
Too many questions, not a good question.
Like, I think the alien thing would be more fun. Like, because there's definitely more of your race, you'd have to imagine. But whereas the being a robot thing, like, you could be the only one, and the person who made you could be dead years ago.
Or smell really weird.
Yeah, or that.
Oh, God, that'd be terrible.
Worst.
Would you be worried that the aliens would, that they did put a kind of human skin on you and that they'd think you're really, like, hideous? Do you think that didn't matter to them?
I wouldn't say it matters to them, like,
Yeah, beauty's about what's on the inside, like.
The slime.
Because they're the ones with the disposable tongues,
beautiful slime. You ever seen such a nice slime like this?
Would you go back and, like, be analysing kind of everything you've ever done, every decision you ever made? Anytime someone looked at you like you were being a bit odd and think, what, am I different or have I just grown up human?
Yeah, you definitely would.
Of course you would, yeah. You couldn't not. Like.
Would you feel human?
No.
Straight away?
No, once you found out straight away, you wouldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't. You'd feel like an outsider all the time.
Yeah, it'd be the maddest shit ever, like.
Okay, and which do you think people would judge you worse over? Like, so I suppose with an alien, you're like the unknown and you're a kind of freak. But with the robot, they'd probably actually stop treating you like you're a person.
Yeah, you'd lose a lot of rights, like.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's that woman from Saudi Arabia who has a passport.
Sophia, but she was,
I thought you were saying just a woman in Saudi Arabia got a passport, and that was an issue.
No, it's a row.
I think every woman in Saudi Arabia should be allowed to get a passport. Just to set things straight here, okay?
It's a robot that they gave a passport to, and it's been to like loads of different countries.
Thing is, it probably didn't need the passport. It's just a piece of machinery. Like.
How did she travel around?
Well, they have wings on her back, so she just gets her wings out.
I don't really understand why they made her look human.
That's the idea. She does interviews. You ever seen interviews with her?
Yeah, but
it's mad.
I don't know. You could have made it look like anything, and you made it look like human.
What would you prefer it to look like? A dog?
Yeah. How funny would that be?
Would you try, if you found out you were a robot, would you try and meet up with her and like...
She'd have nothing to tell you.
No, but you might feel like at home with her. This is like when you turned into a Muppet and you went and cuddled with all the lifeless Muppets.
No, you said we would do that. Neither of us agreed to cuddle lifeless Muppets. Like, you're just fucking making us sound like weird cunts. We know. I'm not going to Saudi Arabia to cuddle Sophia. Like,
you wouldn't even be able to have kids.
Huh?
You wouldn't be able to have kids if you had a robot.
Or an alien.
Well, the alien maybe could. You can make some sort of little weird crossbreed. Like.
Oh, you wouldn't want to do that though. Huh?
Well, if they all look the same as us.
It might be interesting. You cut them open when they're a few months old and see what they look like.
Fucking hell. Jesus, killing our parents, cutting open our children. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Stop being so weird.
No, you said a couple of months old.
They're not born now, it's fine.
Oh.
But yeah, you wouldn't be able to have a baby like as a robot.
No. Presumably,
yeah. But like, your poo still smells.
Yeah.
Do you know? Things could just work. But you might find out, do you know, if you're an alien, you might find out like, oh wait, I can actually breathe underwater. I just didn't think I could. Or I can fly, but I just didn't believe I could because I always thought I was human. So you might find out like that you can actually do other shit, like.
Yeah, you might start being like getting a weird confidence, being like, yeah, well, I'm not like you. Yeah, I'm better than you. I'm a better breed of you.
Yeah, I just read your mind, and I know you don't believe that, but it's true.
Would you start like doubting yourself? Like, what if my race can't breathe in oxygen, and then you start choking, or like?
No, that would be unreasonable.
What if we can't poop?
I'd probably try and
just be constipated all the time.
I don't trust that I can do anymore, man.
And that's how he died.
Would you test out trying not to eat, like for days at a time, to see, or would you assume that you've already been hungry enough in your life?
I like food too much.
Yeah, I'd be just eating more.
Way too much.
I'd be like, yeah, no.
I'd probably just try and take over the world because I'm the only alien.
You would try to take over what would you do to try and take over the world, Tony?
Well, I'm an alien, so everyone would be afraid, and they'd all have to like let me take it.
They wouldn't. They'd just cut you down quick. If you said I'm an alien, I'm taking over, you'd just get shot.
No, well, like
I'm giving you another chance, Tony. To
But
get
aliens
unshot.
are invisible to bullets.
And aliens are jealous of guns, so that's what I heard anyway down the hospital. Papa Geppetto told me.
and Papa Geppetto's a crafty one. Hey.
With Pinocchio over here, huh?
So you think you both seem to agree it would be kind of more exciting to be an alien?
Yeah, for sure.
Which would you feel like you can carry on your normal life with more? Being a freak or a machine?
I feel like people would trust a computer or a robot better than they would an alien.
Yeah, because it's like man-made.
Yeah, that's true.
I think people would. You mightn't have the same kind of respect, but...
Do you think people would find out?
Yeah, and that's what I was just going to ask. Will the hospital be ratting you out, like?
I don't know. I don't know if they could.
Absolute rats. Always ratting me out.
Yeah, I don't know. It probably would leak, like.
Yeah.
Leak just like your oil after that cut.
Yeah. Or your goo.
I mean, you would be questioning as well, like you had a car crash, you just bumped your head, and why are they cutting you open at all?
And you know, like, I've had many a cut, and
yeah, blood came out, I imagine.
And yeah. So
just green stuff started coming out.
You'd be questioning all that.
Would I be like, oh, that was just my perception of it because I was fully convinced I was a human?
Or would you cut yourself again to check?
Nah.
The same way?
Nah.
It wouldn't matter.
Nah.
Wouldn't matter.
Wouldn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Not one
science.
bit.
None of this fucking matters.
Science doesn't matter, baby. Right. Do you think you have an answer then?
Yeah. I think I do anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Tony, let's go with you.
I'm going to go with the full-on Ridley Scott there. Alien.
Alright. And Liam? Alien 2? Aliens?
Yeah, I want to be an alien as well.
Okay. Would you rather be an alien than a human?
No.
Maybe.
Like, would it be more exciting if they cut you open and you had green slime rather than just blood and guts?
Nah. Stop cutting me open.
Yeah, why they cut me open all the time?
No, quack washes, dangerous things. So both Tony and Liam went for the alien option. But let us know over on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Big Mike Pod. What would you rather? So, as all you little cronies here in the Would You Rather Castle know, I am very charitable. And this week, we're back to Tony's Truths. Or is it Tony Tales? I'm not sure if we decided.
Tony Tales.
Tony Tales it is. And Tony, what are you going to tell us today that's definitely going to be true?
When I was younger, I'd somehow got a hold of police tape. You know the police tape? And I, you know the one that they do for like...
Yeah, crime scenes.
Crime scenes and stuff, yeah. And I completely taped up my neighbour's house. All the way up his gates.
What do you mean?
And he was a really old guy, so he couldn't get out.
Why did you do that?
What did the tape say?
That, but I don't know. It was yellow.
Did you use it all up?
And was it official police?
No.
Was it official Garda tape? Like?
Yeah, it's official.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So, presumably said something like Garda or...
Something like that, yeah.
Crime scene or...
It's usually blue, isn't it, actually, that one? This one was yellow, I don't know.
Okay. How did he deal with that? Did he know it was you, like?
But that definitely, he knew my family, like.
Little
my family were little,
kind of shit you got up
shits,
there.
like, it's too many of us.
Okay, and was he able to get out of the house?
Paddy was his name. You believe that? Not really, I think you have to hop the gate.
Vague name, yeah.
It's not a very high gate.
So was it his gate or his house, or both?
Both.
And like all the way up to the roof, or just a couple of runs around?
Too small to get on the roof, like. But you know, you'd have it on his door. He'd have his door blocked.
Was the tape sticky, or was it like
Not sticky, no.
It was like sellotape.
Like sellotape, yeah. It's been running rings and.
No, it was like sellotape?
No, not like sellotape. No, it wasn't sticky.
More like cling film.
Yeah, like that plastic type of tape you get.
Yeah.
Okay. And you saying running around this house a couple of times didn't use up the whole roll?
And the gate, so covered.
I imagine they're pretty long rolls of tape. But what age were you?
8.
8. 8 odd.
And you don't remember how you got it?
No idea.
Really?
See, did you find it?
Could be possible. Could be very possible.
Could be possible.
Could be possible.
Had you just like got out of the nick, and you're like, fucking pigs, went into the evidence room, just took some stuff.
Yeah.
8 years of age, just like, hey, I'm a rebel. Give me your tape.
Is that when they sent you to jail for being a bootleg toasty maker?
Yeah, I never went to jail for that. I wasn't bootlegging nothing.
That was all legit, officer.
Pure Tony's brand.
And did he go to your parents and say, what the fuck your lads at, or who did this? Or...
Yeah, man walking past or something probably saw it and like, little chat.
She knew it was you as well. Like.
Yeah, and he was like...
Was he next door?
Yeah.
It was literally in the next...
Yeah, one of like, I lived in a road with just a house. And then there was just over there, once you come out of my house, just like a guy there on the fence. He could get into his garden through the little hedge as well, through the little fence.
Does he still live next to your parents?
No, I don't know. Maybe he does, I don't know. My parents don't live there anymore, so. But I don't know if he still.
So if he did, that'd be weird if he moved next to them again. Like.
Yeah, it'd be very strange. If he did, I'd probably tape up his house.
And have you checked it? Have you checked the listeners to the podcast? Does he listen?
No, probably not.
He moved to Ashburn, Virginia 6 years ago.
Shout out to our listeners in Ashburn, Virginia.
Yeah,
Big up
Ashburn,
Town.
Virginia. We're our biggest listeners right now is from Ashburn, Virginia.
If you're from Ashburn, Virginia, we'd like to know what the fuck's going on.
What if Einan lives in Ashburn, Virginia, and he's found us? Einan, just get in touch, man.
Yeah, don't be afraid.
Yeah,
Don't be afraid.
Nothing to worry about, bud.
Don't be worried.
Don't be a stranger.
Mm-hmm. People say stranger danger. Don't be a stranger. Yeah.
Don't be creepy.
There's no danger.
Just get in touch.
Stop being so weird, I know.
If you just get in touch on like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Big Mike Pod, or email us over on wouldyourathewithbigmike@gmail.com, that's cool. If you call me on my house phone, kind of weird.
Yeah, too much. But
just be cool.
So
anyway,
Tony, this tape thing. See, like, even if you want to go, like,
came in very angrily. Came out.
Yeah?
Very angry. Oh yeah.
little
angry.
bastards.
Super
Was it like that?
No, but he was used to calling over because something would happen. One of us did something like.
did he ever puncture your ball?
I actually had other next door neighbours from my back garden, and they used to keep my balls in the bag and not give it to you. Terrible, isn't it?
That's shit.
I didn't like them.
And how many did they have in the end?
I have no idea now. I don't know. They probably had a little basement full of them.
Did they give it all the children they get in there?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Where'd you grow up?
All the children they have locked in their basements.
Jesus Christ.
I like that you said the same thing as me, but you added the lock detail.
Yeah.
Just in case like they had kids and that's where their bedroom was. It was locked. It was locked all the time.
There was a sinister element to it.
It wasn't nice.
See, like, if you look back in the last 3 weeks, Tony's incapable of lying, it would seem. And I don't think this week's any different. What do you think, Mike?
I don't think Tony would lie to us. I think he loves us too much.
I don't think he would. And I bet he was a little shit when he was there. Like...
Do you know what, Liam? I don't think he understands the point of the segment. I think he just thinks it's to tell us a story.
I am telling you a story.
Exactly.
Tell us a weird story from your childhood and we'll laugh at you about it.
Oh, no, I think it's true.
How come you came up with the Sinead O'Connor one first and not any of these other?
I don't know.
It's interesting, an interesting view into your psyche.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Mike thinks so. I don't really know.
I don't know.
I minored in psychology.
It's a
I'll
bit
have you know.
sporadic, you know.
Very sporadic. Okay, well, Liam, I'm going to go that this is true.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Tony.
False.
Oh, you shit.
What kind of tape was it?
False.
Really? That was just bullshit.
Yeah, I think my brother did something similar, maybe, but I'm not too sure. If my brother did it, it was definitely a lot worse than I made it out just there.
You didn't do it?
No.
Ah, you fucking piece of shit. Yeah. Would you ever lie to us again?
Tony, you're off the podcast. Now you have 2 pieces of follow-up to come at us with next week. Your applications for plumbing jobs and your brother's vandalism.
Which one?
Which brother or which vandalism?
Both.
Okay. If you're a member of the Gardaí Síochána. So lads, did you have a good week 12?
Oh, 12 weeks is low.
Yeah, that's what, a quarter of a year.
That's like a fifth of 60 weeks.
It's fucking...
And it's a quarter of a year.
Yeah, it is a quarter of a year. It's 3 months.
Jesus.
Tony, do you feel like you've aged many years in the last 3 months?
Yeah, but I'm always aging really quickly. I look like a 50-year-old man.
You're not immortal yet.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm working on it, though.
Working on it. Some more follow-up. Let us know about the front of you. All right, lads. Well, I think it's time once again to close the castle door on the podcast. Creak.
Oh, no, I said we could do the castle if we didn't do the squeaky door. Or growly door, whatever. What was that? Stop.
I just slammed it. It's well oiled.
You said it was like an electric door last week, whereas it was a... Yeah.
Do you need a key for this castle?
I think Tony's got one still.
The big key.
That's what I was thinking.
There's not a lock. It's more like there's a kind of a cork just in the door. And I think if you got that out, you'd probably be able to get in.
Is it a bottle of wine?
Well, like, do you have anything you could open a cork out with?
Yeah, do you reckon you could take a cork out of something with?
And then you might be able to get in.
Maybe I do. I have to check, but maybe I do.
And with that weird downward note, this podcast has gone to the fucking shitter, lads. It's a bye from me. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
See you now.